Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. Luis Morales here, health fitness specialist with Exos at Autodesk. It is time for Functional Fitness Friday, and then we're going to finish off with some guided breathing here today. So what we're going to get into with Functional Fitness Friday here today, guys, is a 3-round workout. The intervals that we're going to be working at: 50 seconds for work, 10 seconds for rest and transition. So a lot of work here today, but we're not going to be up as high with the volume as some of the other classes, just because we're going to be moving a little bit slower today, focusing on activation and building some strength. So as far as the movements go, we're going to be doing 5 intervals per round here. And so one of them is going to be unilateral, meaning we're just focusing on one side at a time. But the first thing that we're going to start with here today is one of my favorites, and that's just the standard push-up. Now, how we're going to be moving through the push-up, though, is a little bit more unique. So in that high plank position, we're going to bring ourselves down nice and slow. So 3, 2, 1, we're going to stop, squeeze that chest, and then come all the way back up in 1 second. So if you're counting out to yourself, try and count to 3 on that way down, pause at 1, and then come all the way back up. All right, so for the next one, we're going to be doing some split squats. So with one foot in front, another foot behind to support. Remember, we don't have to have these feet completely in line. We don't have to make it a balance thing. They can be about shoulder width apart as far as how wide our stance goes. Now, here in the starting position, you can see kind of a nice straight line from my head down to my back heel here. We're going to let that back leg bend as well as that front knee. We're going to come down again, same thing, nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. We're going to hold and then come all the way back up, regular speed. So same deal as we go through here. Lock it in, down low, and then come all the way back up. After that interval, we're going to do the other side, and then we're going to come down to the ground for some planking. Now, for this particular plank, guys, we're going to go with a nice wide base. This is going to be a static plank, so no need to count whether we're going down or up. We want to have the hands under the shoulders, and maybe they're a little bit wider than the shoulders here today. And then the feet, we definitely want to have kind of nice and wide apart. For me, I'm about shoulder width here with the feet. Core is nice and tight. We're pushing away from the ground. We're just going to hang out here. Going to be a big staring contest with the ground. And then last but not least, we're going to keep that core and that pelvis strength going with some bridge marching. So starting on the back, the core is tight. Whole back is pressed into the ground. We're going to squeeze those glutes, bring the hips up, and then we're going to alternate, having one leg come up, big squeeze on that other glute. Other leg comes up, big squeeze. We hold for a couple seconds, and then we switch. So that's the last thing that we're going to be doing here today. As far as each round goes, we're going to go through that 3 times. Nothing special with the intervals or any changes or anything like that. The only thing that's special is we're moving pretty slow through those first 3 movements and then the 5th movement. All right, you guys. So now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and get into some warm-up. So what I want to start with here today with the warm-up is we were going to be using those legs, and we're going to be using those legs kind of a lot here. So let's go ahead and find some space, screw those feet into the ground here. We're going to be doing some air squats. So keep those feet on the ground. We're going to push the knees out and away over the outside of our feet. Take it nice and slow, coming down. Sink into that deepest part of the squat that you can hold here comfortably. Use those quads and glutes to stand back up. Let's do one more here. Nice and slow on the way down. Pushing those knees forward. Big squeeze on the way up. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay, going to be doing some upper body work here today, but let's go ahead and warm it up with the Primal Press. So the hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips here. We're in all fours. We're going to curl those toes up under our feet. Let's push down through the hands, through the feet. All right, now we're just hanging out here. A couple breaths here, staring contest with the ground. We want to activate that core, activate those shoulders. Breathe as we do it. We're not shrugging. One more breath. Nicely done. We can rest those knees on the ground. Good work, everybody. All right. The body is feeling kind of warmed up now. What I'm going to do is set up the timer here. We're going to go for about 15 minutes. As always, you guys, as we work through these intervals, feel free to take little breaks, break up the volume a little bit. We want the quality over the quantity here. So I'm not looking for a perfect 50 seconds worth of these tough push-ups. Do the best you can, take a little rest, grab water when you need it. All right, guys, so we're gonna get started here. 50 seconds of those nice slow push-ups. Let's get it going. 3, 2, 1. All right, start of round one here, guys. So another good option with these push-ups as we go here, you guys, recall that starting on the toes is great, but if you wanna come down to the knees, just to make sure you can get those perfect reps in for the upper body, that's always a good option. Remember, we're just counting in our heads to 3 on the way down. We're holding it for 1, squeezing that chest, come all the way up. Breathing as we go here, guys, should really feel it in the chest. You got about 10 seconds left. Good work, everyone, good work. We got time for one more. Hold it at the bottom, big squeeze, come up. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, guys, let's stand it up. We're starting with the right foot in front here with the split squat. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. Both knees are bending. We're coming down nice and slow. Count to 3 again. Don't let that back knee touch. And then we're pushing ourselves up once again. So slowly coming down, controlling it all the way, locking it in at the bottom, and coming all the way back up. Take your time here, guys. This is more about how many muscles can we activate, how slow and controlled can we move here. I know it may be starting to burn, so take a little break if you need to. It's okay, we really wanna lock these reps in. Make sure they're nice and solid, make sure we can kind of freeze frame in these positions here, guys. Just improving that control we have over our body. All right, guys, time to rest. Let's take a moment, shake it out. Other side coming up. So it's the left foot in front now. Let's find that position. Here we go. All right, we're finding that stance, bending those knees, locking in at the bottom, and then pushing all the way up with that front leg. All our weight's in that front leg. We're using the core to support our body, keep that upper body nice and stiff like a board. Leaning over that front leg. Good job, guys, good job. Taking it nice and slow, nice and controlled. Count to 3, lock it in at the bottom for 1. Then we can push away from that ground. Good work, everyone, good work. All right, push away. Nice. Taking it nice and slow. We got time for one more here. Lock it in at the bottom, and we push away. All right, time to rest. Good job, everyone. All right, next up, we got the plank on the ground here. So hands are under the shoulders, feet are nice and wide. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. All right, find that position. We're nice and wide through the lower body. Still got a nice flat back here, guys. The core is on, and we're just having a nice staring contest with the ground. Breathing as best we can, pushing away from the ground with those shoulders, making sure our shoulder blades aren't poking up through our shirts here. Good work, y'all. 20 seconds left. Stay with me. The wider our base here, the kind of easier it is to distribute all that weight that we got. Almost done. 6 seconds. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good work, everyone. All right, let's lay it on down on our backs. Bridges coming up next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find that core, push that back into the ground. Next step, we got the glutes, bringing our hips up, and then we are marching. So taking it slow here. We got to stay in this position for a second or two. Come down, nice clean switch. Don't let those hips shift side to side. Good job, you guys. Good job. Count to 2 or 3, and then you can switch. Make sure you're activating those single leg, or I should say the single back part of the hip, I guess, the glutes, as we switch here. Make sure those hips aren't rocking side to side. I got 10 seconds. Good work, everyone. Good work. 3, 2, 1, and we can rest. Nicely done, everyone. Nicely done. Our push-ups are up next. This is the start of round 2. All right, guys. 3, 2, 1. Push-ups. All right. All right, you guys. 3, 2, 1. And then we push away from that ground. Taking it nice and slow. Squeeze that chest at the bottom. Bring it all the way out. Do the best you can with some reps on the toes. But then again, it's always a good option to go down to those knees just in order to lock in that form. Also makes it so we can work a little bit longer. So no shame in that. Good work, you guys. Good work. We got 8 seconds left. Got time for one more. Lock it in. Push away and time. Good job, everyone. Good job. All right, we got our split stance, or split squats, I should say, coming up next. Right foot in front. Let's establish that stance. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're taking it nice and slow on the way down here, guys. Locking at the bottom. All our weight in that front leg. Pushing that knee out over the lateral part of my foot here. How well can we control this here, guys? If you brought some resistance today, i.e. dumbbells or something heavy, this would be a good time to hold it. See how well you can control that load to the ground here with that single leg in front. Good job, everyone. Good job. Nice and slow. Lock it in. We're trying to feel the quads and the hamstrings when we're down there. Good work, everyone. Good work. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Good job, guys. Good job. Almost halfway through the second round. Workout is going quick. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Now we're letting that front knee bend. Lock it in down there, then push away from that ground with that front leg. Excellent work, you guys. Excellent work. We really want to load that whole front leg and that hip up. Try and feel that glute here. Pushing away from the ground with our whole foot. Nice and slow on the way down. Don't get lazy. Don't forget, we're counting to 3, holding it for 1, and then coming up. Well done, guys. 10 seconds. Good job. Good job. Here we go. Good. And relax. Good job, you guys. Good job. Okay. Second to last plank coming up here. Hands are on the ground. They're under our shoulders. Let's get up into that plank. Feet are nice and wide, guys, about shoulder width or even a little bit wider. The core is tight. We're pushing away from the ground with the shoulders. Staring contest with the ground here. Don't let that head dip down. Make a double chin. If you feel your head hanging, pull that head up, make a double chin. We're just hanging out here. We got 20 more seconds. Good job, guys. Good job. Good work, everyone. 10 seconds. I know it's tough. Breathe. Stay with me. See if you can make it all the way. 3, 2, 1. Put that knee down. Let's rest. Good job, guys. Good job. Okay. Coming up next, that bridge with the marching. Trying to keep those hips nice and stable. Let's get into it. Find that core. Heels are pushing down. Don't lose those core muscles here, guys. We're really squeezing through that midsection. Holding this for a second or two. If you're feeling pretty shaky, it's okay to switch a little bit faster. Try and maintain that integrity of the movement though. Stay nice and true to the form. Don't let those hips shift around. We're almost done. Round 2, almost in the books here. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest those hips. Good work, everybody. 2 out of 3 rounds down. We got one more set of everything to go. Let's get it on here. 3, 2, 1. We're going for those push-ups. Nice and slow going down. Lock it in. Remember to squeeze those armpits as we go down here, guys. We don't want those shoulders ending up near the ears at all. Good job, everyone. Good job. Remember, going from that kneeling position or taking some breaks as we go. All viable options to keep that form right, keep that integrity right here. Keep up that hard work, guys. Doing the best we can. We got 6 seconds. Time for one more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lock it in and push away. Good job. All right, let's stand up. Right leg out in front. Here we go. Split squat. 3, 2, 1. We can find that stance. Nice and slow on the way down. Lock it in. Push away with that front leg. Good job, guys. Good job. Hold it there at the bottom for a sec. Trying to feel all those quads, all those hamstrings, and all those muscles around that hip. Right foot in front, so we're trying to feel that right glute. Good job, guys. Good job. Push that knee forward, over the toes, outside toes. Good work, everyone. Good work. Keep that core tight, guys. Don't get lazy with the core. We're almost done with this side. 3, 2, 1. Let's rest. Shake that leg out. Good work. All right, quick transition here. Left foot is up next. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Find your stance first, guys. Find that core tightness. Come all the way down. Lock it in. Push away from that ground. Good job, guys. Good job. Use those toes. I'm trying to grip the ground here with that front foot. Control the whole movement through that foot. Good work, everyone. Good work. I know we're having those legs start to burn. It's okay. Take little breaks if you need to. Trying to feel all the quads, all the hamstrings here. About 13 seconds left. Let's keep working. Good job, everyone. Good job. Spend a second or two down there. If you're not feeling as much activation, think about squeezing everything you got in that left leg. And time. Good job, you guys. Whew. All right, short rest here. Let's get down on the ground, big brace plank. Let's get into it. All right, feet are shoulder width apart, arms under the shoulder or hands under the shoulders. We're breathing, staring contest with the ground, core is tight. Think about having a plate of your favorite food. Resting on your low back here, guys. Make that area nice and flat. Trying to be static, don't let it shift side to side. Good work, everybody, good work. We are almost done. About 10 seconds left. Stay with me if you can. Try and go unbroken if you can. We're almost done. 3, 2, 1, rest. Good job, guys, good job. Way to put in that effort. Home stretch here. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. We're pushing down through the heels, heels only. Switching here. Good job, guys, good job. Make sure those hips don't alternate side to side here. Trying to keep them nice and even. Good work, everyone. Should be feeling that glute, feeling those hamstrings by now. Good job, guys. We're almost to the end. Keep that energy up. Hard exhales. At about 10 more seconds. Let's keep it going. Let's keep those hips up. Drive down through those heels. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Rest those hips. Wonderful work, you guys. Wonderful work. All right. Timer is about to go off here. All right, there we go. That is the end of our 15 minutes. Good work, everyone. Stand up, shake it out, grab some water if you need to. All right. So in order to cool it down real quick before we get into some guided breathing, what we're going to do here is go ahead and get down on hands and knees. We'll spread those knees apart, sink the hips back with the arms overhead, and we're trying to find a nice, comfortable child's pose. Once you find a comfortable position, you can rest that face, chin, or cheek on the mat or on the ground. I'm just trying to slow that breathing down a little bit. Definitely not the most taxing workout on the cardiovascular system. However, we were building some good strength there, guys. Lots of one-sided stuff. Let's breathe into the torso. Try and fill it up with as much air as we can. And then nice, long, big exhales. Well done, everyone. Well done. After your next exhale, let's slowly rise up out of that position. You can put some more weight into the hands. And now it's time for us to get into some guided breathing. So the last section of this class, feel free to find a comfortable spot where you're either lying down or seated, preferably a spot where you can rest at least one hand on the chest or the stomach, kind of right below the rib cage, just so we can start to get a feel for our breathing, a feel for the interval as we fill our entire torsos with oxygen on the inhale, and then let the diaphragm contract, pushing air out of our lungs on the exhale. So I'm going to start here on my back, knees bent. And what we're going to get into here today, guys, is a little bit of an extension from last week. Last week, we didn't get a lot of ample time to get into that box breathing technique. So we're going to go ahead and get into it today. And so for review, what essentially we're going to be doing is inhaling for 4 seconds, pausing for 4 seconds, exhaling for 4 seconds, and then pausing again before restarting that cycle. So I know we just worked out, so try at 3 or at 4, whatever works best for you. Count in your head as we go. Let's start those intervals, holding in between the exhales and the inhales. And as we inhale, we should feel the belly expand, or if you're lying on your back, we should feel the hand rise. Stay there and then fall back towards the ground or towards your spine with the exhale and the hold. Slowly ask the body to lengthen the breath. Breathing through the nose or the mouth is acceptable, whatever is most comfortable for you today. And maybe that's going to change a little bit. We're still recovering and cooling down from our workout. But maybe in a few minutes, we're a little bit more calm. The breath was a little bit longer. Well done, everybody. Well done. Continuing to breathe how your body allows. Control these intervals. Try to make them as identical as possible. Good. We're continuing to breathe in this box technique. If the count of 4 has begun to feel a little too short, give yourself permission to lengthen it out. What does a longer breath followed by a longer hold feel like? Do you feel deprived of air, or is the body starting to be accustomed to merely controlling the rate of the breath? Well done, everybody. Well done. Continue to move in your own personal box. By now, we're truly starting to calm down. And with each breath comes a new opportunity for us to wash away any stressors, any feelings of impending stress that we may have at this time. Like water, our breath can erode anything if we truly put our minds to it. Control your mindset in this moment. Just as you control the breath. Good work, everybody. Let's do one more. And slowly we can start to bring a little bit more awareness to our surroundings. We can continue to breathe in this technique, or even further lengthen the breath and shorten the holds. Feel free to come out of your position that you were in, or stay in it if you would like. The time is now 12:30, which means that is all the time I have left for this class today on this Friday in late April. So thank you guys so much for joining me here today. I hope everyone's feeling nice and relaxed and ready to start the weekend on a relaxing note. Don't forget, Exos is doing a super important, or Exos and Autodesk are doing a super important blood drive. So check out our SharePoint site to sign up for that. Signups are happening now. It's going to take place in the entire month of June, and there is a little bit of inter-office competition. So who doesn't love that? Please go and sign up. Donating blood definitely transforms lives. Thank you guys. Hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend. Take care. We'll see you guys next time.
Thank you, Luis. Have a good weekend.
You too. Take care.